I'll talk to Chris Fox, Fawkes here in a moment or two about why the mudslides have been so devastating. That in a moment. First, let's go to Southern California. It's now just after 8 in the morning local time. KSBY journalist Fabiola Ramirez is in Santa Barbara for us. And thank you so much for being here with us. The officials were describing that whole area as a First World War battlefield. That's what it looked like. In terms of what you have seen, are they about right?
They are right. In fact, what we've seen out here, the destruction, the massive craziness, it is very devastating. You see houses stuck up on trees, parts of the homes. You see cars just crashed into pieces. The devastation is really, really intense out here. And of course, also no power. The signals are really bad as far as it comes to internet, and people just walking around trying to look for family members or anyone, community members or neighbors that they haven't seen in the last 24 hours.
Yes, tell me more about that. How many people do they think roughly are still trapped or unaccounted for? Tell me about the rescues that have been going on.
Right now, over 24 people have been unaccounted for, and there are about 300 others that are still trapped in the Romero Canyon, and that is because that area is not accessible by foot. But they are going to send helicopters today to rescue those people and bring them to safety. Yesterday, they did so many rescues, not only just the first responders, but also community members who took action into their own hands and rescued others, helped them get to safety and to higher ground. There were many rescues being done by ground as well as by helicopters. They had dogs out there also looking around, and crews digging up through debris, trying to find any signs of life.
The pictures we're looking at as you're talking show just the extent of the devastation you've been describing. They're extraordinary, some of the still photographs we got on the screen. But there are still neighborhoods, are there, they haven't got to?
Yes, there are many neighborhoods, Romero Canyon being one of them, where 300 people are still trapped in there. And there is no way to access those neighborhoods, as of course the mudslides are very, very high, at some points even high up to the neck. So those areas will need to be, there needs to be helicopters that go to that area as of right now. But later, crews are hoping to clear the roads so that they can get access to these people as well as these homes and see what is left. But people are asked to avoid any of these streets, this area, and our main thoroughway, Highway 101, that connects the coast of California, has been closed because of this mudslide.
Already we're seeing the death toll creep up, officials saying it will rise. That's what they're expecting. What help are people getting there on the ground, both from state level or national level?
Well, the only help we're receiving as of right now is just the help of first responders that are putting their lives in danger and risk out there to get these people out to safety and to their homes. And I think one of the things that is helping right now is community members just helping each other, giving each other a helping hand or some words of comfort at this point. And I've heard so many stories of people who've saved a man who had to dig 4 feet underground to save a baby. He said he heard the baby crying, and he picked up the baby, took mud out of its mouth, and first responders took him to the hospital. We're trying to still hear a word from that. But stories like this, so many stories of people taking their, risking their own lives for others.
Just briefly and finally, have you ever seen anything like this before?
No, I've never seen anything this devastating, and unfortunately I was here over 24 hours ago at 3 a.m. when it all happened, and there was an explosion. Lightning hit, there was an explosion, you could see the whole sky lit up. It didn't go away for about 10 minutes, and as I was looking at that, I was also driving, and all of a sudden, as I was driving, you see this gush of water and trees and homes, and so much devastation. My car actually got stuck as well, and it was some type of survival benefit. I mean, I had to reverse and get out of that for my own sake as well, but I could see just the devastation, and I could hear people screaming. I could hear first responders asking, "Where are you? We're trying to find you." And I saw many, many rescues being done of people who had to get to the second floor to save their lives.
Well, Fabiola, thank you for taking me through all of that. Perhaps we'll talk again in the next 24 hours as we see more of these rescues. Thank you for that update on the ground.